All right, guys, we are working on the problem of Mrs. Gardner went to the park on Saturday. At the park, there were 36 children playing. She noticed that two-thirds of the children were boys, but only one-sixth of the boys were playing basketball. How many boys were playing basketball? Whoa! All right. So at that park, Miss Gardner, she saw 36 students and 36 students, and two-thirds of the children were going to be those boys. Now, only one-sixth of the boys were playing basketball. So we need to know how many boys were playing basketball. All right, so blank boys were playing basketball. All right, so we have our starting line, and we are looking at those children that Miss Gardner saw on at the park, and she saw 36 students, but she noticed two-thirds of the children were boys. Now we do need to know how many boys like basketball, but first we have to figure out how many boys there are. So we do know that two-thirds of those children were boys, so 3 will be my boss. So I need my 3 units, and I know that two-thirds of them are boys. Okay, and I do know that in my 3 units here, that 36 children playing in all. That's my total amount of children that Miss Gardner saw. 36 children. And now I need to break up my 36 children into my 3 units evenly. All right, which means that I am doing 36 divided by 3 equals 12. All right, so I can put 12 in each of my units, okay? And I know that these 2 units here, those are my boys. So 12 times 2 is 24, or I could have done 12 plus 12. Either way, we know that we have 24 boys out there playing on the at the park. All right, however, I don't need to stop there because I don't need to know how many boys there are. I need to know how many boys are playing basketball. All right, so I know that one-sixth of the boys are playing basketball. So we're now looking at those boys, and we have one-sixth of them who are playing basketball, which means 6 is now my boss. So I need my 6 units. All right, so only one-sixth of them are playing basketball though. All right. However, all the boys I have all together out there, I now know because I've done my other model over there that 24 of them are boys. So if I break up those 24 boys into each of my units evenly, I'm doing 24 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So 24, if I look on my multiplication chart, I can go to my 6's, and when I run into 24 and move on up, I'm going to run into 4 because 6 times 4 is 24. All right, so I can go ahead and put 4 in each of my units, and I know that only one unit over here are those are my boys that are playing basketball, so only 4 boys are playing basketball out there on the playground.